Welcome to Brian's action figure reviews. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, that's what we got next. A NECA TMNT 2-pack. It is Slash and Leatherhead. And these guys look absolutely awesome. Another in the same wave of ones that I got a couple of weeks back. And yeah, as I've said previously, the problem with these is I want so much more now. And I'm even looking at stuff in my collection to see what could I let go so I can get the rest of the NECA stuff, because I've been really happy with these so far. So, and look at the size of this box. These two are massive. I think it's Leatherhead mostly though. So let's get them out of the box and see. So let's look at the box for Slash and Leatherhead. As you can see here on both sides, you've got the cool animated pictures of Slash and Leatherhead. As you can see from all this, it has a absolute fuck ton of accessories. Look at those better under the light. There is so much stuff in there. On the side, you got a picture of Slash holding his gun. On the other side, we've got Leatherhead. On the back, we got a great picture of the two guys together and other guys in the line, including Casey versus Foot Soldier versus April, and Bebop and Rocksteady. There is reviews up for these two already, and a review for her is coming, or has been up already. It says here TMNT Slash and Leatherhead after being accidentally exposed to radioactive ooze. Yeah, you've got all that stuff. So I will pause it, give you a sec to pause and read it if you want. And you've got this awesome picture of these two. And on the top you've got the official Turtles logo, and Nickelodeon is all over it as well. And there doesn't seem to be much NECA unless you go down to the bottom with the legally stuff. So it's not overly what's the word? Advertised all over it. It does say director Randy Falk, sculpt Trevor Zammit, and all that stuff. Again, that's all legally stuff. So let's get these two monsters out of the box. So here's Leatherhead and Slash out of their box. And what I'm going to focus on first, if you don't mind, you guys, is I'm going to look at their accessories. So I'm going to put Slash to the side first, and then Leatherhead, whose tail is on him already. That's one of the accessories that is quite movable and was a pain in the arse to get on. No pun intended. So Leatherhead does come with this big massive fishing net type rope dealie for tying up people. Now guys, I'm going to be 100% honest here. There is a lot of these accessories that I don't know much about, so I'm just going to go through them. Leatherhead comes with some spare hands, some open hands. It's not that I don't know the characters, it's just years ago since I've seen this show, so a lot of the specifics will have been lost to time. He does come with a gun pulling hand and another hand for holding stuff. There's this gun. Oops, fell over. So there's this gun, which is pretty cool. It's got that nice cartoon effect on it. Not sure exactly what it's supposed to be. Probably a shotgun of some sort. There is this gun. I think variations of these come with the foot soldiers as well. Pretty futuristic thing for a crocodile to have. Also there is this gun, which looks nice. And you can let me know, guys, in the comments about all this stuff. So he also comes with this pretty sweet bear trap. And he does come with this foot trap as well. So that's pretty awesome. And all these accessories would be great for using in other figures and dioramas and things. These things here, these lobsters, I'm sure someone can tell me otherwise, but along with the tree, you can make up Slash's fishbowl before he was turned, because here is Slash himself as a little baby tortoise, turtle, snapping turtle, whatever you want to call him. So they also come with a half-eaten pizza, which I'm throwing away. It's right here. So that's pretty cool to go along with the full one that you get with some of the turtles and stuff. So, right, let's get on to the figures. Excuse my very Irish right there. But, yeah, let's get on to the figures. I'm going to move off all this stuff out of the way first. And I'm going to start with Slash, because He also comes with this backpack, which goes around him. That's pretty cool. Now, first issue I had with this figure when I took it out was, and of course this is another one of his swords, was these spikes. Now you can see they're quite movable, but this one actually kept falling out of the wrist peg. So in the finish, I glued it in because it was either that or I was going to lose it. So some of them are quite loose. This one isn't as bad. But yeah, that was an issue I had with these figures. Of course, obviously, as with all NECAs, I did have to move the joints around a hell of a lot to get some solid movement on them. They're quite tight, which is unfortunate. Anyway, let's get on to the figure. The sculpt is amazing. The detail is brilliant on this guy, and he really does look nice. Even all the way back onto the shell back here. It's nice and spiky. It actually hurts someone if you hit someone with this. I wouldn't like to have this figure thrown at me, that's for sure. Because it is quite weighty, and there is kind of a lot of spikes and stuff on it. So don't give it your kids, because they'll bash someone's head in with it. As for the looks, the eyes and everything, they look great. Let's go to articulation. So the head gets a bit of up and down, bit of side to side. He can almost, no, he can't go fully around, but he can go fully around each way, like, you know what I mean? Neck peg doesn't have a lot of movement. Shoulders get a full rotation. They don't go out that far. You do get a double jointed elbow, which is very stiff, like most NECAs. The arm, wrists go around in circles and up and down. And that's the same at both sides. Again, just be very, very careful when you open these figures first, because as always, NECAs are very tight. Legs, you can get a full splits with him. He can kick up this high. He can kick back this much, and he can kick his own shell because he can get a full rotation or a double joint on the knees and the ankles. You do get a bit of a rocker as well. Rock to the left a little bit more. And same with this leg here. And a little bit of up and down movement. He's not that hard to balance and stuff. As for height wise, if I can get him to stand after saying he has loads of balance. Height wise, you're talking about just over 5 inches, which makes him like he's basically the same as the regular turtles. You can see there how similar the bodies are and stuff. So yeah, that's Slash, and that's him out of the way. Like, this guy is excellent. If you want him, go get him. Like, if you're going to be getting Leatherhead anyway, you're going to end up with this guy too. I wanted Leatherhead first, I'm going to be honest, but I was glad I got this guy in the package. So definitely worth it. Now onto Leatherhead. This guy is absolutely huge. He takes up a lot more space, as you can see. He does have some balance issues because of his gigantic tail, which we'll look at now in a sec. He actually does have double jointed elbows as well. So Leatherhead, we start out with the height, is just under 7 inches, about 6 3/4 inches in height. Here he is next to Leonardo. So Leatherhead looks great. The orange paint just accents well off the other paint as well. He has holders and stuff here for his gun, I think it is, or whatever you want to put there yourself. If you go around the back, the jacket kind of changes color, which is nice. The tail, this was really, really difficult to get on. Again, I had to heat it up, really heat it up to push it in. That sounds wrong. But in the end, it got there eventually. So yeah, again guys, you're obviously watching a NECA review. Heat up the stuff before you start messing with it, because they will break. As for articulation, He's got a bit of up and down movement on the neck. Not a lot of side to side movement, unfortunately, unless I'm doing it wrong, but I'm not going to try it. He does have a little bit of jaw articulation. Hello, I'm a crocodile. His arms go out that far. They do go around fully. Have bicep swivel and full double jointed elbows. Wrists go around in a circle rotation. So you get a lot. With this guy, legs, again, they go out. Again, be careful if you're not heated up. Because you get this. Go up this high. Back this far as well. Again, these really need to be heated up even more. They have double jointed knees. But you can see there. And the ankles, you do get a rocker on the ankle, which works well. And it does go up and down. When you move the knee down though, or the ankle down though, you can see paint scrape here. So just be careful of that. It is on both ankles, unfortunately, but it's not something you really notice unless you were looking for it. So guys, my thoughts on this pack. I really wish NECA would sort out the joint issues that have plagued the company for years. Other than that, figures look absolutely stunning. I just wish they would sort out some of those issues. And I'm all in this line anyway. I've gotten the 4 turtles as well. And I have Shredder and Krang on the way. And I have April as well and the Blasted Foot Soldier. So I'm glad to jump on this line just before they got really, really expensive. So yeah, guys, let me know what your thoughts are. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye. Turtle power.